Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to Regular Josh 1. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button in this video, and if you're new, subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. As of right now, I ended up coming down with a pretty bad cold. I lost my voice, so I was not able to make a video. I wanted to make a video much earlier than this. I barely was able to talk. You can kind of hear it a little bit now. Like, my voice is not 100% back, but it's kind of like 95% back, maybe 90%, I think. But before we actually get into our topic today, I also want to mention that I do have a vlogging channel, which was called the Bun Bun Vlogger, which was kind of a dumb name, but it is now called the Regular Josh Adventures, kind of trying to, I guess, tie it with this channel as well. So this is the channel for where I'm talking about cartoons, and my other channel is about where I'm either talking about theme parks or going out to the theme parks and doing other stuff and yada yada yada. I did post a video just recently today, actually, and so if you want to check that out, wherever I post the link, whether it be in the cards or in the description, I'll probably do it at both. Go ahead and click the link to the video if you guys want to check it out, and also check out the channel and give it a subscribe. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into our topic today, which is Acme Night has officially had its last air date, which was last Sunday. Starting this Sunday, I think, every Sunday at that time, they're going to start airing episodes of Futurama in its place instead of, you know, movies like they would with Acme Nights. And so Acme Nights, as far as we know, is now officially pretty much gone from the channel. It is a little sad to see Acme Nights go away because, you know, they kind of built Acme Nights to be like this pretty big block on Sunday nights, you know, for families to be able to tune in. We had movies. We were gonna have premieres. I mean, we technically did have premieres, but we were gonna have way more premieres than what we actually ended up having. We also had like some game shows on Acme Nights, which was pretty interesting. I mean, one of them was I think it was called the Hogwarts Tournament or something like that. I don't exactly fully remember what it was called, but either way, it was like a quiz game show for Harry Potter fans and whatnot. And I think that only lasted for like 6 episodes. I think it was meaning to be like a 6-week tournament. Was 6 weeks or 4 weeks? I don't fully remember. But either way, that was one of the big events that they had on Acme Nights. And I also remember they were airing some interesting things. Like, they aired like a couple of minutes, or like I think 5 minutes of the show Wipeout on TBS. And I think they did like another game or something. I'm not fully 100% sure. I also remember, like, I think twice they ended up airing like a couple of episodes of Steve Urkel, which was pretty interesting. But the reason why I think they did that was to kind of get ready for the Steve Urkel animated Christmas special that ended up coming out, but not on Cartoon Network or Acme Nights or anything. It premiered somewhere else, I think. But that was something that was originally going to premiere on Acme Nights. So it was a whole thing that they were planning to do with this block. And it's kind of a shame, you know, that it ended up going out the way that it did, because it was clear that when they were bringing this block, they were wanting it to be something big. And I think they were truly doing a lot to make it that. I also remembered that there was a lot of promos for Acme Nights at the time when they were airing a lot of new movies and doing these special promos. I mean, well, special like shows and whatnot. And then after a while, they just stopped advertising Acme Nights, and you would just start having these movies airing, and sometimes it would be some of the same movies over and over again for a while. And then obviously, Cartoon Network ended up ending at 5 p.m., lost like 3 hours within the span of a couple of months. And obviously, because Acme Nights started at 6 and Cartoon Network now ends at 5 p.m., Acme Nights naturally went to Adult Swim. Some people were hoping that Cartoon Network would still end up keeping that time slot on Sundays to be able to still have Acme Nights, but no, Acme Nights ended up being a part of Adult Swim. Once we saw that happening, we probably should have known regardless that Acme Nights was not going to be a thing for much longer, because I'm not really sure if it made that much sense to really keep Acme Nights on Adult Swim. It made much more sense for Cartoon Network, but for Adult Swim, I'm not really 100% sure if it really made that much sense, you know what I mean? At least in my personal opinion, I don't think it did. With Acme Nights gone now, there's not really a lot that's kind of left from Tom Ashkeim's time of running Cartoon Network, you know what I mean? Like, obviously we still have Cartoonito, but Cartoonito is really on like iffy waters. I have no idea if that block is still going to be a thing, because also with Acme Nights, like, because also since Acme Nights ended up not really getting any more promos anymore, eventually that ended up happening with Cartoonito. Right now, even though Cartoonito is still running as of right now, you still have like shows being aired, you still have some schedules kind of being changed a little bit with the block. There's no more promos for Cartoonito. Like, all of the promos, like, I think a few months ago just stopped airing, and it's literally just Cartoon Network promos really starting to air on that block. And so I have no idea, like, even what the plan is for Cartoonito going forward, if there is a plan. Maybe they're just quietly trying to let it just be forgotten about, and then they'll just get rid of it or something. I have no idea. Or maybe they're just waiting for, I don't know. I mean, I've talked about it a couple of times on my live streams where it's like, hey, Cartoonito is also getting some new shows still in the coming year, which is 2024. But even then, I'm still not 100% sure if that's going to happen. For all we know, stuff like Barney is going to be moved to Max instead of being on Cartoonito. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I have legitimately no clue. And that's kind of the thing that I have to say, right, when it comes to Cartoon Network in general. The thing is, when you take a look at what he said, but also just how they're kind of treating Cartoon Network right now, I don't really see that initiative really being taken as of right now. I don't see that happening. There's no vision for Cartoon Network right now. There's nothing. You know, I mean, and that's the thing. I haven't really been watching Cartoon Network right now because I've said this a million times, but there's really barely that much of a reason to watch Cartoon Network. I mean, yeah, we had Tiny Toon University, but all of those episodes have aired and we gotta wait for another season. A Valiant Prince Ivandoe, which is a pretty good show. I do enjoy it. We do have that show. That is one thing I will say. But at the same time though, like, if you take a look at the state of the channel, they only air like practically one promo right now. And then even then, they're also just taking like scenes from any show that's airing, like either scenes that are 30 seconds or a minute, and putting it as filler during ad breaks. That's how bad Cartoon Network is right now. It's crazy to me. And especially considering that obviously they're putting a lot of their focus now towards Adult Swim and young adult animation and stuff like that. It's kind of like, where exactly does that leave Cartoon Network? Is Cartoon Network, like, not saying that Cartoon Network is going to shut down or anything. I don't believe that that's going to happen. But it's like, what exactly are they planning with Cartoon Network? Is Cartoon Network just gonna be what it is right now and all the focus truly is gonna be on Adult Swim? Or are they eventually going to say, hey guys, we do have a plan for this channel, we're going to do this, we're gonna do that, don't worry, blah 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 blah. I don't know. I have like legitimately no clue when it comes to it anymore. But yeah, guys, that's kind of just my thoughts on like everything when it comes to like Acme Nights leaving and when it comes to Cartoon Network. Again, it is kind of sad to see Acme Nights go, and also it's sad to see another thing that Tom Ashkine was wanting to do with the with Cartoon Network has gone away. Again, just kind of leaves me wondering what exactly is the future or just the vision of Cartoon Network in general. You know what I mean? Who knows at this point? It's all up in the air. That's all I can really say when it comes to that. I'm hoping good things come in the future, but I'm not exactly that hopeful, unfortunately. Hate to be that pessimistic, but that's all they're giving me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of just what it is right now. But either way, though, I would like to know what you guys think about this entire situation. What do you think about Acme Nights? What did you think about the blog in general? Are you guys gonna miss it now that it's gone? What do you guys currently think about the state of Cartoon Network right now? I would really love to know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to be notified on my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.